drips. I'm afraid of overwatering, that I underwater. Anxiety. Crazy, absurd plant fears. Hello, fellow plant weirdos. It's Carmiel Marceline, and I'm so happy that you're here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Welcome to the family. We unabashedly hyperfixate on plants here. So much so that I've begun developing a growing list of crazy, absurd, weird plant fears. So in today's video, I'm going to share 7 irrational plant fears, things that I know I shouldn't be afraid of, but hell, I am. So let's get into it. Fear number 1, pests. Ugh, vermin. Would I be a proper plant parent if I weren't afraid of pests? We all know the answer to that question, and I am very lucky, I will say, because the most annoying thing I've had to deal with are fungus gnats, but I take very preventative and precautious steps to make sure that's the case. But I did have spider mites one time without knowing it, and Ethan's false Aurelia plant gave it to me. So technically, I didn't do that. I digress. But all of the horror stories about spider mites, any kind of aphids, thrips, thrips, it just fills me with anxiety. I don't want them. I don't want them. And it's probably because I haven't had a really bad case of them where I'm just kind of hyping myself in anxiety and fear. But I want to keep it that way, you know? Stay away. Don't come to me. My paranoia is so extra that if I see a small little piece or speck on a leaf, I'll grab my magnifying glass trying to ID that mother effer, and it's just a piece of lint. Anyone else have that happen to them? Fear number 2, dying plants. Plant parents know that in your journey, you're probably going to unalive more than a handful of plants. And the fact that I can't even count how many are gone as a result of my care, ooh, let's not even talk about it. However, I like to take things to the extreme. It's sort of my MO, what can I say? And I think that, oh my gosh, it's a yellow leaf. It's dying. Oh my gosh, one of the leaves has brown tips. It's dying. Oh my gosh, it's not growing fast enough. It's dying. Luckily, I've gotten into a good groove with my plant babies because now I can tell by just looking at the plant or lifting it, okay, is there an issue here? Is it on the decline? And oftentimes it's because I gave myself freaking root rot. But don't you worry, I actually made a video up here on what to do. So watch that after you're done watching this one. Fear number 3, pruning. I do love a good chop and prop moment, you know, a Saturday morning after I've had my coffee, I see this beautiful plant and I'm like, ooh, I could propagate you. Snip, snip. A couple of leaves here and there, different plants, for sure. But if I have to fully chop back one plant, fully, I lose it because I do not think that it is going to grow back, even though that is not the case. I actually did this with my Scindapsus pictus exotica several months ago. I wish I took a picture of it bald for you, but of course I did not have the foresight at the time that I would need that picture, and I propagated all of those cuttings and then replanted them into the very top, and she is gorgeous. So beautiful. I love her. She is my pride and joy. And yes, I 100% just wanted to show you this plant. Fear number 4, overwatering. I, Carmiel Marceline, am an overwaterer. Oh, who's with me? I can't be the only one. It's just like, you gotta take away my watering can from me. I like to hover all of my plants because I just want to give them some love. And sometimes that's in the form of water, too much water. If plants could talk, they would be talking back at me right about now. And because I overwater, I'm afraid of overwatering, that I underwater. How that makes sense, I have no idea, but now I'm afraid to water. And this happened with my Anthurium regale. I guess I just forgot or didn't want to water her, and now all the leaves are crispy. They're like brown, and so sad. If you have figured out a way to not do this, let me know down below. I'm all ears. Fear number 5, leaving for vacation. What is vacation? I kid you not. My vacation schedule revolves around these plant babies and my dog, Otis, but mostly these things, you know? And I've lost a couple of them as a result of improper care while I've been gone. And I also have trust issues. So those together don't make a good recipe for success. And I just don't want to go anywhere on vacation. But I found a pretty good sweet spot. Luckily, I have some IKEA converted cabinets that are greenhouses. So it maintains humidity and prolongs the amount of time between waterings so that if they are super thirsty, they're okay by the time I get back. It's been a pretty good setup, I'm not gonna lie. If I don't have space in my cabinet, I will just put them in Tupperware containers. Fear number 6, unboxing dead plants. This one is part rational and part irrational, because I like to buy a lot of plants online. There are just so many awesome sellers across the United States. And I have this fear that when I unbox some of the plants, they will be completely gone. And there's like heat damage. I cannot bring it back to life. And I get real sad. But I know that chances of this happening are quite slim, especially because a lot of sellers will send you photos of the plant ahead of time. On the other hand, you could get scammed, or you could have some extreme situation happen to your plants where it got exposure to heat damage as it was getting through customs, and then everything is gone, which of course never happened to me. I was devastated. It was not a good time, not a good time. I never want to feel that way again, ever, yet I keep buying plants online. Fear number 7, all of my variegated plants reverting. Similar to the previous one, is this really irrational? You be the judge of that. And if you've been collecting plants for a hot minute, you know how sexy some variegated plants are. But taking care of them, not so much. Unless your plant has stable variegation, the chances of it reverting are pretty substantial. I mean, that's why I can't get myself to pull the trigger and purchase a philodendron caramel marble, because knowing my luck, that baby would revert and I'd have a green jungle boogie. Also, I've started just chopping up my one-leafed Japanese tricolor Addisonii, and she has unsuccessfully given me variegation. I'm starting to lose my patience and about to give up. But if you have any tips that could help me, let me know down below. There you have it. Those are 7 irrational plant fears. No rhyme, no reason, I just have them. Are there any that you also are afraid of? Any that you would add to this list? Let me know down in the comments. And if you liked today's video, hit that like button. It would help me and my channel so very much. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you're notified every single time I post, which is every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And with that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks so much for spending it with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!